Hey guys, I'm here with AT Gaming.
Seriously recording.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, y'all? AC every day, 75. I'm just kidding. It's AC Game 75.
So we'll be reacting to
No, you'll be. I'm kind of busy right now. I'll react like 20 minutes in the video.
So rude. So
Savvy.
we'll be watching scary stuff.
Ooh, Terraria.
Guys, be with me the whole way because I'm really.
A young family in Midtown New York had employed a nanny to help.
So let's keep quiet. It's for content.
What's up, idiot?
You're an idiot.
You're trying to gain subscribers for some dumb shit.
Care for their young child, and she did so ever since the day he was born. The nanny would pamper him and love him as if he was her own. He was a strange boy, and over the years a fierce, mean streak began to develop in him. He often played pranks on the nanny. Once he put a dead rat in her bed. Another time he set fire to her favorite dress. He would even taint her food with ink or bleach. Regardless, the nanny saw all.
And this is where it begins. That putting bleach on someone's food. This is where it begins. Let's continue watching, guys.
These things as him just being a playful child. And there was nothing he could do to sway her unconditional love for him. The boy knew this, and he loved the attention. However, this all changed when a new baby entered the household. The nanny could no longer spend every waking moment with the boy, and he hated that. The boy, wanting the nanny all to himself, took the newborn and drowned her in the bathtub in a cold and calculated way. When the family found the drowned child, they were devastated. The mother, inconsolable. They couldn't understand how this could have happened. That was until the boy spoke up and said that he saw the nanny drown the child. The nanny couldn't believe what she was hearing. The parents, not suspecting their innocent child could have done this, immediately turned their grief and anger towards the nanny and sent her to her room to wait for the police to arrive. Hours later, she took her own life. She was so completely heartbroken by the child.
This is spoopy. This is spoopy, guys. This is very.
Nice.
It's very scary and spoopy.
It's not scary. It's
Look at this.
She lived in a cave. Caveman.
Its betrayal and loss of the infant, that she became overwhelmed with sorrow and felt the only way out was to end it all. Decades later, the young boy had grown into a successful businessman who ran his companies with a strict policy of bullying and intimidation. He was disliked and feared by all who knew him, and he couldn't care less. He had married to a wife he rarely showed affection to, and they had recently had a child together. Interestingly, he loved the child with all his heart. On a Friday night, a few weeks later, the police were called out to the man's residence to investigate a call they had received about someone screaming and being beaten. The man looked at them as if they were idiots and told them to get off his property before he reported them to the commissioner for harassment. It was then that the wife appeared at the door, her face clearly beaten and bruised. The man was shocked by this, but even more so when his wife asked the policeman to, please, save the baby. The police went straight inside to check on the infant. What they saw was too horrific for words. The abuse that had occurred would scar them for the rest of their careers. The man was arrested and sentenced. Forever left.
What's this? The man did not beat the baby and kill the baby or beat the wife. The spirit of the lady that he blamed things on came to existence and just came to ruin his life, basically.
He wouldn't last long, though, for what happens to his kind in prison is indescribable. Not surprisingly, no one cared about what happened to the man. and least of all, his wife.
Oh hell nah! Oh heck nah! This is his wife is seriously is secretly the spirit. Oh no!
She's not that weird nanny though. She looks withered.
Fucked up.
Anyway, yeah, whatever.
Okay, let's continue.
Before Lancer 48, shout out to my nigga.
Next one, guys, will be finding another story. I can't believe I want to switch to that, like
that. Like, wait, something.
the diner. Okay, guys, we'll be switching to the diner. So basically, you have to spend 8 minutes here. Wow. No.
Black Steel Diner.
On a cold,
I would never
dark
go
night, around 2 in the morning, a young man and his father sat in a remote 24-hour diner waiting to be served. The older man, who was sadly, slowly going senile, had insisted on going out for some soup. Not having the energy to argue, the son took him out, for at least this way his father would be happy, and then he could get some peace and quiet. The waiter walked over to order, to which they replied,
Guys, I don't know. I don't know why I paused the thing. Sorry, guys, if I paused it and you missed some stuff. Guys, I advise you never to go outside at night alone. Don't. There's some spoopy stuff in the world, and do it.
They were. The waiter recommended for them to try the burgers. Best in the West, he said.
And if a waiter looks like that, go to a different diner, please. This is scary. It's spoopy.
With a smile that made their skin crawl. They declined and proceeded to order what they came for. The old man ordered tomato soup, and the son, a coffee. When the waiter walked away, the son asked his father if he had thought the waiter looked familiar. Not surprisingly, the father said he had never seen him before. But why? He asked. The son proceeded to tell him that he thought he looked a lot like a man he saw in the news that was wanted for murder in another state. But he could easily be mistaken. This made
If you are suspicious, leave, please.
the father quite uncomfortable, so he told his son to shut up and change the subject. Instead, the son then got up, told his father he was going to the bathroom and would be back in a minute. The father waited
Bad idea. Don't do that, guys.
and waited. Almost 15 minutes had passed, and his son hadn't returned. He also hadn't seen the waiter again.
He's dead.
Where was his son? And where was his soup? Just as he finished asking himself this, the waiter appeared with the soup.
And that might
Well,
be
you
blood.
took your time with that, the old man said. I'm sorry, sir, said the waiter. We had some issues in the kitchen. Where's my son? The old man asked the waiter. Oh, I'm sure he's not far. I have a feeling you'll be seeing him really soon. And with this, he placed the bowl.
And don't. When someone does this, you just beat them up and run away. You beat them, guys. Beat them
I know why
thoroughly.
you said you're gonna be seeing him really soon.
You're gonna be seeing him in heaven. Wherever you're going, you're gonna be seeing him there. So
Down on the table with a smile that would have given anyone the creeps. The old man turned to his soup and then dipped his spoon in to take his first mouthful. As he lifted the spoon, something else came with it.
oh hegs nah. His son's glasses came. Oh no. This is blood. Don't.
Some glasses. What the hell? He thought to himself. A horrible chill ran through his body when he realized whose glasses they were. His son's. The old man looked across at the waiter and was overcome with rage when he saw the waiter's sickly grin staring back at him. He grabbed a knife, leapt out of his seat, and stabbed the waiter in the chest.
Yeah,
It went straight through his heart.
he
And while
deserves
bleeding
that.
profusely all over the floor, he died. Right at this moment, the son appeared from the kitchen and screamed at his father, "No!
Oh,
what have you
heck no.
done? It was a prank. We were playing a prank."
Oh no. It was a prank? Oh heck nah.
What he was hearing. A prank? But he's a... Oh my God, he thought to himself as the reality quickly set in. I've killed him. The father and son had to act quickly. They grabbed the body and decided to stash it in the cool room to buy them some time. They would then clean the floor and disappear as if they had never been there. Perfect, they thought. There were no witnesses and no one to stop them. Well, that's what they thought, until they slid back the door to the cool room and were greeted by a sight so shocking it made both of them wish they were dead. They had disturbed the waiter's brother, hard at work, making meat for burgers. The best in the West, apparently. Not that they would ever know.
People! Oh crap!
That's nice.
Oh my God! Oh no! No.
Fuckity hell, fuckity
Guys, I will be seeing you later. Today, I guess. Maybe if I make a video.